What up, peeps, and welcome to another weekly trade video. Check out the VHS collection. If you follow the normal Double Jump channel, you probably saw a little sneak peek of this, but we finally got it processed, got the trade finished, got everything stickered, and it's ready to go. We have actually sold a decent chunk of it so far. My buddy David gets first dibs on any VHS just because I just text him whenever new stuff comes in, and he usually comes in right away to look. We also had another person come in that is really into anime VHS collecting, so they picked out a little bag of stuff as well. But starting over here, we have sealed GameCube memory card. That is a Dracula X instruction manual, which is crazy. We have a Golden Sun manuals there as well, and then some Amiibo. Then for the games here, nothing too crazy. Focus of this first clip here is definitely going to be on that VHS, but we also have some pretty awesome Super Nintendo games, Tournament Fighters, Mario RPG, Secret of Evermore, awesome stuff. We also got the Samus new 3DS XL, which is really, really cool and quite expensive. We have a Vita here, a purple GBA, said that really weird. We have Metroid Samus Returns for the 3DS. We have these Pokemon Blue faceplates for the 3DS, which are very, very hard to find, very sought after. A couple more expensive original Xbox titles here, nothing crazy, but some good stuff. And then we get into the VHS. So I'm gonna go through row by row here, and you can see it is mostly horror. There's some like sci-fi and some other like cult classic type stuff. There's also a little bit of like old school cartoon stuff, like the Tom and Jerry and Masters of the Universe and stuff like that. There's also some skateboarding tapes, which are always really, really cool to see. And then just a few other random things here and there, but mostly kind of in that horror, sci-fi genre. And then, of course, lots of anime. Also some wrestling tapes in here, and then weird ones just like monster trucks. But we try to focus on specific genres when buying movies, because we want to have what the collectors want, and we don't want to have a bunch of random stuff that you see at every single thrift store. So we try to be very specific with what we're choosing to carry on VHS. There's some DVD and Blu-ray stuff here as well. As you can see, kind of specific on that also. We try to stick to the same type of genres. When it comes to Blu-ray, we are a little bit more willing to take other stuff, but you know, for DVD and VHS, it's mostly just horror, anime, some older cartoon stuff, and a couple other little things here and there. Lots of anime in this collection though as well. The guy that bought some anime just came in earlier today. He was so excited to look through, and he actually picked out like half of everything and then was like, I want all of this, but I can't afford to get everything. So he pared it down to just one like paper grocery bag worth of stuff. So he still got a decent chunk, but not quite as much as he was originally hoping for. Big clamshell ones here, including Digimon, Sailor Moon, Pokemon, Dragon Ball. A few more here. This whole thing is sealed. Like the whole thing is one sealed unit. It's not like individual tapes. I was surprised about that. And then we have the more expensive VHS here. So I'm just gonna go down the line like this. I have all of the horror and stuff over here, and then anime is on that side. So we're gonna get to that here in just a second. But as you can see, some of them are still fairly affordable. This is everything that's $15 or higher. Lots of horror once again, and then here we get into the anime stuff. But some of these are not cheap, like the Amon Saga, or Amon, however you're supposed to say it. $40 for that tape. People are usually surprised when they see expensive VHS, and if you're not a collector or you're not into like buying and selling VHS, then that is pretty surprising. And it was surprising for me the first time that I started getting into VHS as well. Because you think like, you know, every thrift store is full of them and they're like $1 a piece. And most of them don't sell for $1 because they're honestly worth even less than that. But once you get into those very specific genres, then you can start getting some more expensive stuff. And there are plenty of collectors for VHS, especially right here where we are around the Portland, Oregon area. There are so many collectors. So there's the first little batch of stuff for this week. More to come.
Thanks to a particular gentleman, as well as other people, of course, we have such a beautiful, vast wealth of GameCube games, the likes of which I've never seen before. It's making me really want to, like, actually dip my toes into personally collecting. I've got, like, my itty-bitty collection of GameCube games, but you know, times are tough. Times are tough, and I don't really have the... Well, you know, I didn't have the luxury of collecting previously, but things are sort of changing in my life. We've moved into a house with my brother and doing all of that, so I might have some disposable income to buy thousands of dollars of GameCube games, most of which I would never actually play. I would play The Sims 2, I would play Shrek 2, maybe Fight Night. I feel like that would be fun. Now, is this one of those games where you can... Get over here. Oh, wait. Punch Out. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yep, you can make your own guy. I really love the games that just let you make your own guy. So I think I would give that guy a shot. Fight Night Round 2. I wonder how Round 1 went. I was also looking at this game because it looks kind of like weird, but like one of those games where you go like, oh, I love that game. Yeah, I used to play it all the time as a kid. I love Hezbollah and Poncho, my favorite characters. I don't know who these people are. It's made by Ubisoft though, like way back in the day. So get back in there. Crystal Chronicles, duh, great game. Alright, well, now we're at a GameCube land, where I personally live. PlayStation 2 land, which I do like to visit. I do like to visit PlayStation 2 land. And 1 land. PlayStation 1 land kind of goes hand in hand. Who the frick is this freak? I guess he's an accountant. We've got some Switch games, just 4 in this little clip. These trade-in clips are a little bit like ads, aren't they? Take a look at these games that you can buy here at DoubleJumpVideoGames.com. This is a Pokeball Plus controller. Can I open it one-handed? This is scintillating content, everybody. Let's take a look. Lovely. The gentleman who traded this in said it was never used, and I can believe that. You only have to use a Pokeball Plus controller once for it to kind of turn yellow. Oh, there's a smooge. He lied to me. I'm just kidding. I have no idea. It looks like it's in really good condition, though. I don't think it has the Mew in there, but, you know, most of the time it's not going to have the Mew in there. I feel like I kept hearing people say that you could, like, reset it and re-put the Mew in there, but I don't know that that is true. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got a pretty good look at everything. Oh, wait. This is pretty cool. Graded. Final Fantasy V. Where did we get this? It's pretty nice. Pretty cool. Okay, I think I might be done for real now. Tell me how much you love the GameCube and how much better it is than all of the other systems. Let's get another look at these little games here before I let you guys go. But yeah, the GameCube is basically the best system ever, and anybody who disagrees with me is just wrong. Simply wrong. And you can fight with me in the comments. I don't freaking care. I will bite out your throat. Love you. Bye.
Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to the trade clip where we show you cool things we got. Got a lot of Blu-ray anime. And more importantly, who's excited for college football? It starts in less than a month, depending on who your team is, I guess. But anywho, looking forward to that. Some really cool titles in here. CIB Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy game I've never seen. I always want to call it Cat Trap when I was doing the trade-in, but obviously, if you can read, must be nice. It's a Cat Rap. Bam. Some cool N64. The Mario Wonder and the Echoes of Wisdom are the UAE variants, so if you're just looking to save a couple bucks here and there. Those are great options because obviously they play in English. This Mewtwo is interesting. They got it graded, came back a 5 as you can see. Trying to get some angles on it because you can tell what he did is he actually got it sun faded. So after it was graded, he left it out in the window and let it do its thing over time. There's a really cool Galarian Moltres. I forget what set it's from, but obviously it's a newer set. And if you're bored, give that a Google because some of those, sun bleached cards, for lack of a better term, are actually pretty cool looking. And they can keep their hollow. It just kind of gives them like a bluish white tint to them. But yeah. And this Kabutops right here. The Shining Kabutops, worth a lot of money, kind of like that Steelix obviously. It is in pretty bad shape, so that's why we do price it down quite a bit, but it's kind of cool / crazy that a card can be worth that much, even in that condition. Some cheaper NES, some really good cheaper PS2 games like Lord of the Rings, some Blu-ray, and wrapping it on up with some anime Blu-ray. What's your card, if you collect Pokemon cards, what's the card you've had since you were a kid that might not be in great condition, but it's still really cool? Whether it's, valuable or just, once again, just cool because it's your favorite. I have like that Shining Gold Star Mew, and it's not in great condition. So it's kind of like this one, where it's got, some creases on it and whatnot, but I'm curious. Do you have one like that? Until next time, goodbye.
Starting today's trade with a few Blu-ray box sets from one of our local customers. These are all anime. They're super cool. Love that one. A few more right here. And then we do have some DVD and Blu-ray also traded in. And then I decided to go through some of the stuff I decided to keep from Ian Cooper's PS2 collection and bring that in. It's mostly filler titles like the Frogger, George of the Jungle, but I just decided I wasn't going to play it. Same thing with the God of War 1 and 2 and these GTA games. Got Micro Machines for the NES, Cat Trap, Biofreaks, Complete in Box but Poor Ready to Rumble Boxing, and then a few new releases and trade-ins for Switch. And then these actually came in last week, but I forgot to have somebody film them. It's just been so busy. So here they are now. There are a lot of really cool ones that I wanted to buy, but unfortunately I have reorganized my binder so many times that if I were to get any of these, I'd have to reorganize it again, and that would literally make me cry. So these are for the customers, but there's some really cool ones, especially like, 151 OGs. And of course, the adorable Shaman Hedgehog.
So I wanted to specifically highlight these here in the video. You're gonna see them in probably the next trade-in clip as well, but these are Pokemon Master Sets. Wanted to make a clip just to talk about these specifically because these are really, really crazy. We have only ever purchased 3 Master Sets in the past. It was all at the same time, and it was original base set, jungle, and fossil. Bought them all from one person, sold them all to one person, and that person was Terrorizer. You guys might know him if you watch gaming content here on YouTube or on Twitch. He is local, shops at our store, and is a friend, so we hooked him up with those. But these ones here are much newer. We mostly try to deal with the vintage cards, but we do newer stuff as well. So this is our first time buying Master Sets for the new stuff. So we have Scarlet and Violet Temporal Forces, Scarlet and Violet Paldean Fates, Scarlet Violet Paradox Rift, and XY Evolutions. So this one, and this one. Full sets are $750 each. This one, the Paldean Fates, has the Bubble Mew, which that card alone is like $350 to $400 ungraded. So that set is $1,300. I don't think that the Mew will grade a 10. I think it'll get a 9 to a 9.5. It's nearly perfect. It just has one tiny little dent, not a dent, I don't even know what to call it. It's got one little tiny thing on the bottom of the back. Otherwise, it's perfect. Every card in here is basically near mint. I put that they are near mint condition, no worse than light play, because obviously there's hundreds and hundreds of cards here, most of them commons. I did not take every single card out and look at them, but we got them from the original owner who put these sets together mostly from opening packs himself. I'm sure he probably bought a few singles here and there to complete them, but overall, they are all in amazing condition. something that we definitely do not get very often, so I wanted to make sure that I highlighted them for those of you watching that are interested in Pokemon cards. And I just think this is super, super cool. And of course, these are available on the website just like everything else. Top link down below.
All right, guys, got some stuff to show you. We'll start over here with this Donkey Kong 64. This includes the expansion pack. So, pretty cool. The box is a little rough. You can kind of see it there on the edge and whatnot. It's not perfect, but still very cool. Let's check out some of these cheaper games back here. PS4, a little bit of PS3, DS, PlayStation, which, let's get a little closer for these. Okay, there we go. Bam. Got some Super here, also hard to see. Got some Amiibis. And we'll go back over here. Got Peggle, you know, you guys need that. And Hercules. Everybody needs those games. Got some Switch and GameCube and Wii, PS2. Got this, you know, this cool graded card. It's cool, whatever. It's whatever. Got some strategy guides back there. Yeah. Got those, and then all of these. So we got a bunch here. Sorry if it's hard to see them. I tried my best. All right, and then last but not least, I believe Cooper already showed a clip of these, but these are complete sets. So what set they say on them, they are going to be a complete set of that, and they're master sets. So, you know, if you don't want to go collecting each individual card, you can just buy the whole set from us. Isn't that cool? All right, and that's it for those. Bam!